Hey guys, how you doing? This is Oscar, Operation Warrior Athlete. I realized that I haven't posted anything for about 9 months prior to January. Um, I want to talk to you a little bit about that, but first, I want to let you know that my goal is to make every video about 6 minutes or less. I want to keep you guys entertained, not bored. This one may be a little longer. Just a quick explanation where I've been the last few months and what's been going on with me. If you look at the top of my page, my goal for this page is to motivate any individual, not only that has served, but individuals that may be struggling with, staying in shape and trying to overcome things. So I hope that you guys keep following me and also sharing the posts and somehow in some way I impact your life the same way that lifting has impacted my life. So where I've been the last 9 months, the last 9 months has been very difficult for myself and my family. Depression kicked in around July of last year. So I would just get home from work and lay on this couch, watch TV, and I isolated myself from the world. And it was just a continued pattern, nonstop, 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 and it's something that hit home pretty well. A lot of great friends that I have reached out, but I was just pushing individuals away. So luckily, some of the things that kept me going, I want to talk to you about is my son. Doing this journey, I understand that sometimes things may not work out. The lifting wasn't working out for me, but something that kept me alive and motivated just to come home every day was my 17 months old son. I posted a video of him earlier the week, us at the playground, and that's the type of life that I always wanted for myself, and I'm able to pursue it now. But another thing that has motivated me to get back to lifting and blogging is my sister-in-law. My sister-in-law is blogging about her journey to running 26 miles, and that's a full marathon. If you guys are on YouTube, look her up. She calls it 26 for 26. Her name's Karina Jolie. So look her up. She has fun stuff out there. But during one of her blogs, she talks about how boring sometimes it can get training and maybe running the same routes. And the reality is, you know, in the veteran community, is the same thing with post traumatic stress. Every day is the same thing. I mean, you may have a nightmare, anger issues may come up, but finding new ways to overcome that. And she found new ways to overcome those days that she didn't want to run, and she got very, very bored with her run. And one of the things she did is started blogging and inviting friends to New York and the motivation, how she picked up running and things like that. She goes into a little bit about her competitive aspect of competing with her older sister and finding herself her own niche, and she found running. And I correlate that part of her life with leaving the military, and now you're no longer a soldier, airman, a navy man, an army man, or a marine, and finding new ways that you yourself can find value in society and how you can make yourself feel important, because the military is pretty good about that, letting you know how important you are to the mission. But once we get out, it's on us to seek for those opportunities where we can fit in as in a team and give back to society. So I find it very intriguing that you know an individual's hurt has a journey that has nothing to do with combat, but it relates to my journey. So I think it's pretty cool, and I've always said that you don't have to be a veteran to have struggles in life or have a unique journey, and she has one. So kudos to her and the motivation she gave me this week to restart blogging and things like that. One of the things that I can correlate with the obstacles I've had, just going to the gym, and what I'm going to do is correlate my what the gym does for me and how I apply it to my life as a veteran. One of the examples, I powerlift, as you guys know. In the powerlifting world, is very small, but when you run into individuals that do it, they have their own technique. They know what they're doing, and you should try it. And it's a very unique culture what the powerlifting is. But you find those individuals that know it all. They're going to help you. And at the end of the day, you're sitting there for an hour and you haven't done one rep because you're too busy listening to what they have accomplished versus how they can help you. And it's the same way. I can correlate that in the veterans sector. There's a lot of great veterans out there, amazing veterans that I have impacted my life. But it's always some veterans that have done it all through the journey. It's always a conversation. There I was and what I have accomplished when I was overseas, and then their journey in here in the United States may be unique, but at the end of the day, is they're sitting there telling their story versus how they can support you. And those are the people that I tend to try to get away from, because if I start listening to their journey, I will never pay attention to my journey and the things that I need to do. Don't take that as there's not great veterans out there and individuals that want to help you. There's plenty of them out there. There's plenty, but I call those individuals that the focus is on them, either in the gym or in the veteran community, just a distraction. And it's up to you to kind of weave your way through that. Those people that know it all, okay? One of the great things that I've done for the last 9 months is finding people who can support me. And I correlate that to my sister. She has an amazing mother, amazing father that support her, amazing sister that picks on her a lot, but also supports her. And, every time she has a job interview or she does a project, she texts them and emails them. She never really texts me or emails me her project. I have no clue why, so I'm calling her out on that. I want to see that stuff, Karina. But it's the same way in the veteran community, finding those strong individuals that are going to be positive in your life. To me, something negative is pretty much, let's go to the bar to talk about it. That only leads into pretty much disaster. Drinking and talking about combat experiences. So one of the things that I've done in the last 9 months is lean on my good friend Bill and my wife and close friends. Those individuals have helped me and support me through this process, and they've never criticized me. They've been leaning more towards how can they support me and how can they help me through the next phase of this journey. And I can correlate the same way with my sister-in-law and her family. Not the criticism of like, why are you in New York? It's pretty much just pushing her until she landed the jobs of her dreams. So those are the things that I took from her journey, and I learned a lot, and she motivated me. So for the veteran community out there, if you're struggling, what I hope you would do is find something that motivates you or something that keeps you alive for the time being. And if you hold on to that, okay, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time and dedication. And that's the worst thing that can happen to us, time, because we want things done fast. But if you give it time, you'll find the next step that's going to motivate it, whatever it may be, a new job, a new career, a new path, working in the local community and finding how important you are to the community. But it all takes time, just like my sister-in-law. She's been in New York 2 years and she finally found an amazing job. That's something that I will take from her experience, not to give up. And as far as the distraction, hey, find individuals that are going to support you, not criticize you. Criticizing and giving you advice are two different things. Those individuals that just want to criticize you because they've done it and been there, those are the individuals that you don't want to be near at all. So that's really all I got for you at this time. I hope that everybody takes a minute to actually watch the video, and I'm sorry it's about 10 minutes long, but I promise to keep up. If you have any questions about my journey as a veteran, please ask. You can inbox me, or you just post a question underneath the video. And what I would like to do is answer those questions. I believe that the community is a major thing that the warrior needs in order to get past his or her experience through the combat or anything they may be struggling with. I'm a big believer in the community, and if it wasn't for the community, I wouldn't be where I am in life. And every struggle that I've had, most likely, I would have given up in life. So I want to thank everyone who follows me, and once again, thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you guys get something out of this, and I hope to get something out of you guys as well as I continue this process. Thank you. Take care.